Now is the time. Mr. Tay Iwar is in the building. Hello.
Hello, hello.
How are you today?
I'm good. Happy to be here, as always.
Always. I hope you've got your strongest deodorant on because it's a bit of a scorcher outside, isn't
Yeah,
it?
it's burning.
It's burning.
It's burning in London.
It is burning right now. And I feel like the UK is just not equipped for the right aircon or anything.
Yeah, definitely not equipped for this weather,
No.
which is very surprising because this happens every year.
Every year, festival season, shows. I mean,
Yeah.
you performed with Shay Universe at her headline show last night at Amira, right?
We had to have fans, in the venue, and that's like very interesting because this is hot. Like, people know the weather, people check every day, but no one seems to want to put ACs in venues.
Well, fans at shows in every sense of the word, whether it's you're fanning yourself or you're a fan of your music, it's all good.
Yeah.
But Tay, I'm so happy to have you. You are an award-winning singer, songwriter, producer. You have pushed the boundaries of the musical landscape and you are just phenomenally talented and you have a fan in me. So I'm so grateful and so happy to have you here. And we are going to be talking about your new single, Bad For You.
Okay.
So I want to get into different layers of your musical career. I want to get into the inspiration that started it and then we'll talk about your single. So take us back to the beginning. What would you say are the key musical influences from your childhood and growing up?
I would say the most relevant music influence on me is my dad and my brother. I say that because I never really had much love for music as a child, but I had love for them, and the way they loved music always used to inspire me, So by the time I got into music, I was like, oh wow, I'm already prepared for this because I watched my brother and my dad for so long. Like, I know how to treat music, I know how to talk about musicians, I have the right perspective,
That's incredible. So it was almost a contagious passion that got you going. That is absolutely incredible.
Yep.
Do you know what? It pays to be a super fan and it pays to be, passionate about things because look what it's done. And now you've delivered so much incredible music to the world and you're going to keep delivering. So Bad For You is your single. Do you want to give it a little intro?
Bad For You is a sexy song. It's also spiritually satisfying.
Oh, spiritually satisfying. I love that. We're going to get into the message behind it and what it means, but let's give it a spin right now. This is Bad For You, Tay Iwar's latest single on Reprezent. Spiritually satisfying Bad For You single by Tay Iwar is out now. Go and run that up. And Mr. Tay Iwar himself is in the building. Hello, hello.
Hello.
So happy to have you here. Now, I'm obsessed with knowing the process behind songs. Like, how does it come to be? So with Bad For You, what was the process? What was the lead up to that? You wake up on the day, what are you feeling? Just take us through it.
The week before, I was frustrated.
Oh.
Actually, yeah.
Why? Do you know what? The thing about being frustrated is it's just so frustrating.
Yeah, it is.
Do you know what
it
I
is
mean?
absolutely frustrating.
Yeah, it's awful.
So the week before, I was stressed. Just, minor career stuff, and I felt like I needed to make a song that just absolutely felt like me. So Bad For You was like, how am I going to make an R&B song that has some Afro influence that still feels like a Tay record, and I just did it. I did it. Produced by me as well.
Yeah, so I was just about to get onto that. Your production and your writing and your mixing, a lot of your projects are done pretty much entirely by you, right?
Yeah, well, I would say 80%.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
You are the factory, you're the in-house, everybody.
Yeah, right. But that's changing though. That's changing. I'm trying to collab with a lot of people. Like my next EP, it has this guy called 12.
Oh yes.
Yeah, you know 12.
Yeah, you put me onto 12.
Yeah,
go on, put the world and the Represent listeners onto 12.
So 12, he's on there. I have Koji on there.
Amazing.
Some other people on there, and then with production, I'm collabing with Lara Bad Entity. She's an amazing producer from Austria.
Wow. Okay. When is your next EP out? When's it coming?
Let's just say the last quarter.
Okay, 2022 December Christmas gift.
Let's just say last quarter.
Let's say Q4 and nothing more. Okay. Your relationship with music has been from, rooted in your family and you're from Nigeria.
Yeah.
So the relationship of sort of music that comes out of Nigeria, as well as living in London and other places, it sees this amazing enmeshment of R&B melodies, all these different sounds, and you just were talking about songs that sound like Tay. So if you had to coin a phrase of songs that sound like you, what phrase would you coin?
I think there'll be several phrases because I'm multifaceted. So it's probably gonna be something like, very sexy music that is diverse and eclectic.
I just love the soul that you bring to your records. I think it's so evident that you're speaking from experience and from passion and from relationships and things that just are necessary to the human experience in a lot of different emotional pockets. But then at the same time, there's this momentum to your songs that I just love.
It has pace.
The
I always
pace.
try to put some pace in it.
Does that come from the sort of the drum lines in Afro music, would you say?
Yeah, a lot of the drum lines, and I'm obsessed with halftime and double time. I like when songs are kind of in two spaces at the same time.
Yeah.
So where you could head bop to a song fast or you could go slow with it. I like those type of songs,
Do you know what song I think has that perfect balance? It's your collaboration that you did with Tamira.
Oh yeah.
On Good Love.
Yeah.
I have played that song. That was one of my songs for my Fresh Out the Runway record.
Right.
On my old show, because we're weekly shows now, guys. Every Monday. I'm so excited. But how did that collaboration come about?
That was I think either the Flight Club or Aston Rudy set that up. I can't really remember.
Shout out Aston Rudy. What a guy.
I can't really, amazing guy. I can't really remember how that got set up, but it was effortless. I think I got it sent in my email.
Oh,
and then
love that.
I just did the verse that night and sent it back.
Look at the turnaround. Look at the turnaround.
It's
of that.
crazy, right?
Well, that's one of my favorite songs, so naturally we're going to have to play it here on Represent. This is Good Love, Tamira featuring Tay Iwar. Good Love, Tamira featuring the one and only Tay Iwar, who's in the building. We've been talking about your music career, your inspirations, and I want to talk about your live performances because I know there was a big venue that you shut down with a big artist last year. So that was the one and only Mr. Wizkid.
Yeah.
Performing at the O2 Arena.
3 times.
3 times.
It's beautiful.
It's magnificent. It's extravagant.
Yeah.
What was that like? Just walk us through everything. Were you nervous?
I was, but also I wasn't because what's the word? I think I was more anxious than nervous.
Okay.
Yeah, I was just like, oh, I can't wait to see this stage, and actually see how that type of crowd looks.
Right.
Yeah. So that was really on my mind. I was like, am I going to be able to see the crowd or like, is it just going to be dots?
So yeah, I know, with the phone flashes.
Yeah,
So could you see them or what?
No, I could not see the crowd at all. It was just lights.
That's crazy. I suppose that's like why interacting and being in the crowd to shout and to scream and to cheer is so important.
Yeah, and it just shows, the difference between a medium or small show versus a large show, There's definitely more, you definitely feel more connection at a smaller show.
Interesting.
Yeah, for sure. There's a big show, you realize that everyone is so far away. Even when you're on stage, there's like a whole space, between the stage and the fans.
And you're quite high up too.
And you're high up, and there's lights everywhere, and the stage is huge.
So maybe whenever you see an artist fall off the stage, it's really because they want to get closer to the fans.
Yeah, or they probably can't see because there's lights everywhere.
That's true. They're tripping and falling and just diving into the audience.
Yep.
And you have a show coming up this week, right?
Yes, I do.
So on Wednesday, where can we find you?
So it's gonna be a show called Soundproof. It's an R&B show, and that is gonna be Amazing Grace.
In London Bridge.
Yeah, in London Bridge.
Exceptional. So if you haven't got your tickets, go to the Dice app and get them because Tay will be there alongside Jazz Karis and Jamila Barry. Now, we were both at Wireless at the weekend, and I've been doing a big Wireless debrief throughout my whole show.
Right.
So going off of the back of you talking about crowd interaction, feeling overwhelmed, it's better at bigger shows.
Yeah.
Did you see Summer Walker cry?
I did.
Can you relate to that?
She was overwhelmed, and I can very much relate to that.
It's a beautiful thing.
Because with her, I can imagine she can actually see the whole crowd this time,
Oh yeah, because
it's
of the daylight.
it's in the daytime, and it's just a beautiful experience. People were really singing her songs to her, that's what you want.
At golden hour in a different country.
Yeah, the sun is coming down and it's like thousands of people just singing her lyrics there. It's beautiful.
No, it is.
Crazy.
And I think it goes to show that sometimes the narrative about R&B in the UK is that it's a little bit dead and the community's disconnected. But I saw every single person there. I was immersed in that crowd. They're singing their lungs out, including myself. That's why I sound a bit raspy, but I kind of like it. So Soundproof is a perfect example of a show that brings the R&B community together in the UK.
Yep.
If you had a message,
it's one of the only ones.
Right. So if you had a message for the R&B community in the UK, what would it be?
I'll just say do more. And don't be scared, because it's scary to tap into a new sound. I guess it's scary, but I feel like we need to do more for the R&B, make it more UK.
Yeah, definitely. I think everyone just needs to be more vocal, be unashamed, just keep a narrative going. But I have to say, I went to your listening party a few weeks back for when Bad For You was coming out and all of this, and it was great. And I love that I was in the crowd and I saw people who I swear I saw you about 7 times, and it's people who are dressed just like you. And I was like, this is a Tay outfit with the bucket hat and the shell necklace, and I love it.
Damn.
So I think you have got a hardcore fan base, and I respect it so much, what you're building and what you're growing. It's amazing.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, you got some good fans.
Grateful to them.
Totally.
To them.
Totally. Show them all the love.
Yeah.
I hope they'll be there for Soundproof, and there'll be lots of like different outfits inspired, and maybe that's the thing. Maybe we need to get a competition going of like, Tay lookalikes. Outfit of the day.
Yeah.
Right, let's get into True Love, which was your feature on WizKid's album. We're gonna spin that right now. So this is True Love featuring Tay Iwar with WizKid. True Love, Tay Iwar and WizKid. Remy Bergs said that was one of her favorite WizKid songs of all time.
She tells me all the time.
I mean, it's one of my favorites too. You just can't help but feel so good.
Yeah, it's a sunshine song.
It is. And you know what? Perfect for today because the sun is shining. Now, Tay, I'm very excited because I like to play games on my show.
Okay.
So let's play a game. It's called Wrong Answers Only.
Oh, I see.
Okay, so this is gonna get your brain working. The aim of the game is I'm gonna whack 30 seconds on the clock because it's timed. I'm gonna ask you a string of questions.
Okay.
And you can only give me wrong answers.
Right.
Okay. All right. I'm not even gonna give you a rehearsal or anything. You just have to straight get into it.
Let's go.
Okay.
Let's get it.
Are you ready?
I am ready.
Okay. 3, 2, 1. What is your new song called?
Love Me.
What is my name?
Cherry.
Name a non-dairy milk.
T-minus 20 seconds.
No hesitation. I'm deducting points. What radio station are we on?
Beat FM.
What do you say after you sneeze?
10,
Sorry.
Name a fruit.
8,
Love.
What's the queen called?
4,
Joanne.
3,
What is the capital of the UK?
0.
Lagos.
Oh man, that was hilarious. I think
That is tough.
That is tough.
That is tough.
It is harder than it looks, right?
It is hard because once you say the question, the right answer is just ringing in my head. It's like, that is the right answer. Those are easy questions as well.
No, definitely. But my name being Cherry, maybe that's a new DJ name for me. Maybe we'll get into it. We've had Tay Iwar on the show. Tay, I just want you to give all the upcoming aspiring artists some advice, because I love wisdom, the pouch of wisdom. So let's reach into it. And what is the word of wisdom from Tay on this wonderful Monday?
Wisdom. It's easy to get distracted and convince yourself that you're doing it for your career. So I feel like the best thing you can do for yourself as an upcoming artist is to just stay as focused as possible. Like, as much as music is fun and it's partying and all of that, you need the focus. Like, you're not gonna go anywhere without being as focused as like a dentist or a doctor. Like, you need to be on your job. You need
Right.
to learn, you need to read, you need to talk to people, study,
Yeah,
experiment,
love that.
all of that. You know.
Amazing. Well, you heard it here first, the words of wisdom from wonderful Tay Iwar. Now, I just want to thank you so much for coming in. I want to just wish you the biggest congrats, because you're just going from strength to strength, and I love what you're doing in terms of being at the helm of the innovative movement of the fusion of so many different genres and in this community and in London
you.
and all these scenes. So, you know, if you are new to finding out who Tay Iwar is today, I'm so glad that you listened in. Go check him out. Tay Iwar on all socials and everything. And to see you off, we're going to play your single Peaking.
Thank you.
So, who inspired this song?
Peaking, was it a person that inspired this song?
Or what feeling?
It was a mix of things, you know.
Yeah.
It was the pandemic, it was the relationship I was in, it was family. You know, it's just a love song that represents how I was feeling at the time.
Amazing.
Yeah.
So
I
pick
don't-
your favorite friend, send
Yeah.
it to them today. This is Peaking from Tay Iwar. Thank you so much for coming on the show.
Thank you.
And I'm so excited for all that's in store for you. This is Peaking by Tay Iwar.